Hi there, this is Katie Zimmerman, founder and CEO of Pearl Adoptions. I'm jumping on today to talk a little bit more about a blog post that I wrote today as well on our Learn page of our Pearl Adoptions website. In that post, I talk about resources for adoptive families to talk about adoption with their child, with their adoptee. And I find that a lot of my Pearl families who utilize our services during their adoption gain a lot of great information about how to navigate life as an adoptive family during their adoption journey. But then it may be a few years before their child starts asking a lot of questions and starts feeling some of the emotions involved with this loss that they've experienced. And so I often get calls a couple years later from Pearl families who are now navigating those questions or navigating that loss and those emotions. So I wanted to take a moment just to pop on and tell you a little bit about some books that we recommend for our families that paint a picture of adoption, that talk about adoption and allow those children to understand that there's both positive and negative in adoption, and don't portray it all as sunshine and butterflies, but instead acknowledge the emotions involved in adoption. So I wanted to show a few of these books to you that I tend to recommend to our Pearl families that they get and they utilize in their conversations with their children. This is one I really like, Being Adopted. It's written by a transracial adoptee, Amy Wilkerson, as well as someone who's a licensed clinical social worker. So kind of has a good background of understanding, and even has some questions and things in the back that, help you to kind of navigate the use of the book even. So that's really helpful. There's some ones that talk about open adoption and open adoption stories. There's also one that talks, about different kinds of families. If you're a same-sex couple, if you're a single mom, if you're a transracial adoptee, kind of shows you that there are all different types of families and the diversity within that. So that's a good one. I like this one as well, Adoption is Both, which just kind of talks about it can be beautiful, but it can also be hard. It's loss, but it's also finding of more family. So, this kind of addresses the positive and the negatives rather than just focusing on the positives like we see a lot of the adoption books out there do. So here are a couple other, this one's good, especially from more of a foster background. This is more helpful in that setting. And then there's also like workbooks that you can find that are helpful for adoptees to navigate adoption. So in that blog post, we have a lot of different options, links to those to purchase them online. There's also, books that give different perspectives of the birth mom, so that an adoptee can understand maybe a little bit more about what the birth mom was feeling when she made this decision. So lots of different options when it comes to adoption related books. But I don't know about you. I find that my children don't necessarily need to learn from adoption specific books, but instead deal with topic books. A lot of times children's books help you navigate just your emotions, navigate a specific situation that they're dealing with, whether it be bullying or failure, fear, anxiety, all those things. And so I just really recommend that you get books to kind of help you teach your child about lots of different things. I really like this Teach Your Dragon series that talks a lot about teaching your child to deal with anxiety, to deal with diversity, all sorts of different subjects. Cute books like Teach My Child How to Try Again, How to Speak Up, as well as, books that are out there for kids that maybe are dealing with different things like dyslexia. This is a good book for dyslexia. It's called Dyslexia. So really getting information out there and having them understand that that child is not alone in dealing with some of these issues. So it doesn't have to be adoption related. It can be just understanding that they're not alone by getting them a book that specifically talks about the situation that they're dealing with. Another series of books that I really like are these Spot books. These are really cute. They're talks about the different emotions you might feel. There's a book about every different emotion, whether it be anxiety, love, confidence. And so I really like these a lot. You can get the set that comes with these little emotion spots. And I've long since lost most of these, but I found the love one today when I was looking through my books. And so these are really cute for those kids that have a hard time, need to see something other than just a book when they're talking and thinking about these topics. So these are great ways to start the conversation about adoption, to start the conversation about feelings and emotions that result from adoption or that result from some other hardship in their life. So we hope that you'll check this out, check our Learn page out. We link all these items, and we hope you continue to follow along. Please subscribe if you haven't to our channel. Thank you.